Greetings, BUSN 1305, Introduction to Business. Specifically, this video is for section H03, which meets with me. We meet Thursday at 9:10. So at 10 minutes after 9 is when we meet, and we meet until 10:40, and we meet in Microsoft Teams. I'm your instructor, Dr. McGrory. Hello. I wanted to take just a brief moment and talk to you about our class schedule. This is your roadmap to success. I'm attaching this document to the email that I'm going to send you. It will always be available to you in our course in pause so that you can reference it any time. And really, it's your guide to success. It is the document that every week, actually a couple times a week, I look at this document and I go, what are we doing today, and what's due this week, and what chapter are we covering? This is going to make sure that you don't miss any assignments, that you maximize your points because you get everything done on time, and it also is going to help you plan so that if you know you have something really busy coming down the pipeline, term paper, maybe you're in a Flex 1 class that's, ending, and you have to get a bunch of stuff done. It's going to help you plan ahead so that you don't miss any due dates, okay? So let's see here. Let me pull this document up. This is our class schedule. And as we just said, we're going to meet on Thursdays, 10 after 9 until 10:40 in Teams, okay? Now, this first page is really just a recap and answers a lot of common questions that you may have. So what about, missed assignments? Do we really follow this schedule? That's really the question. We do. I do. I really do follow this. So if you want to really be in sync and, in the know, this is what we need to follow. It's going to keep you on track. We do meet virtually, as we said. I will send you the link so that you can, be in your calendar and you can join us. Is the course self-paced? That's a very common question, and I totally get, where the question comes from. But the answer is no. I like to say business runs on time, and so do we. We're a business class. We're business people. You have jobs, you work, things have to be done by a certain time, and we're the same. So we're going to follow these due dates. Here's the benefit to you about that. It's going to pace you so that you finish the semester and you're going to be done. You're not going to be worried about anything hanging over your head. You're going to get the best grades possible because you're going to be paced. It's just kind of like the coach on the team that says we got to be, we got to be running a mile by this time. We got to be running 2 miles by this time. We're just going to pace our way through it. All right. Do we change the class schedule? Well, the instructor reserves the right to change the schedule, and I really don't have to do that. There's been a couple kind of really bizarre situations that have caused some change. So if something happens, I'll definitely let you know. But as we follow this schedule, there's one thing I can tell you is that I am working on some exciting things for you, some guest speakers, some things like that. So I will be announcing those things, and stay tuned for that. We tend to talk about them in class, and I'll send them to you in an email. Don't ignore those emails because these are benefits to you. These are special things for you. So maximize your benefits, okay? Now, you're going to be using pause to access the assignments. Everything is going to be in pause. What is pause? Well, pause is our course management system. So when you come to the Southwest main page, you will see pause. Also, what a lot of students do is they log into My Southwest and they see the pause icon. What I tend to recommend is just bookmarking on your computer this eLearn website instead of www.southwest.tn.edu or instead of my.southwest.tn.edu, eLearn, eLearn.southwest. You'll come straight to this page. You can log in, go into your class. But however you get into pause, this is where all your assignment links, all the information that you need for our course is going to be. So that's kind of cool. First time this semester that I am kind of linking our Connect, which is your ebook and your publisher assignments, into this course. So I'm kind of excited about that. All right, let's get back to the schedule. When is that content going to become available? Now, Our class doesn't meet until Thursday, okay, until Thursday at 10 after 9. But when the semester starts, you'll be able to log into PAWS and see the course content. You can actually probably log into PAWS now, but you won't see the course, so you can see some things, but you just won't see our course. But on Tuesday, which is the first day, Tuesday, January 18th, first day of the semester, you'll be able to go into the course and start exploring. And I encourage you to do that. That way you can make note, any questions that you have. On Thursday, I am going to walk you through a number of things, but this way you can already have that experience so that you know what questions you have. All right, speaking of Thursday, it's important to be there because we cover a lot of class information on the first day of class. So I look forward to seeing you there. Now, we're going to talk about the syllabus, but here's some good news. You already have a copy of the syllabus, so you can start looking at it now. Jot notes, that you said, I didn't understand this, so that we can clarify all that, right? The schedule, we're doing that now. So again, you're easing. Here's what this does. It makes the first week of class less stressful because you're getting to absorb this information now, okay? We are going to cover Chapter 1, and we got 2 due dates this week. Now remember, class starts on the 20th. I think on this first day, actually you could do this on the first day of the semester if you want. Boy, you'd really have a jump. Go into PAWS, go to content, you go into our class and go to content. And as you go through those content links, you're going to see a link for an attendance quiz. It's going to be the most easy peasy points you have ever earned in your life. Click that quiz. I'm basically asking you, are you attending this week? And you tell me yes. 5 points. 5 points for that. I want to get you into PAWS. I want to get you using the system, and I want you to help document with me that you're attending, okay? Now, I take attendance every class. That's still happening, but this is a chance for you to earn points. Easy peasy, answer that quiz. Here's another thing you're going to do while you're in PAWS, and this would take you seconds. You're going to see a link to post your introduction. Click on that link. You'll get to read my introduction. If some of your classmates have already posted, you can read theirs, and you're going to post to add your introduction. We're business professionals, folks, and the first thing business professionals do is we introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Dr. McGrory. I teach at Southwest Tennessee Community College. I teach business classes. Your form from a student perspective is going to be, you might want to tell us where you work, and share some information. What degree are you pursuing? When are you graduating? Maybe you're just starting. You're going to find that you have things in common with the other students in the class. Maybe they're just starting. Maybe they're also graduating. Those of you who are graduating, you're a great source of inspiration to all of us. But if you're just starting, it's nice to have the company. And oftentimes an introduction to business, you're just starting. So post that introduction. You'll see more instructions when you click on the link in PAWS. Now, here is an important thing that you want to do. And you can do this prior to our first class meeting, okay? It just depends on, your comfort level, but might as well, you can jump out there and do this. Inside of PAWS, you're going through the content, you're up at the top part, you're getting started, you're going to see a tutorial, this Connect assignment that is required. So you're going to click on that, and this is the first time you are connecting from PAWS to McGraw-Hill Connect, okay? So when you click that link for that assignment, you are initiating that. You're going to follow some on-screen instructions to, kind of finalize your username and all that. Go ahead and do that. Make sure that you can get in. That is important. And you get points for it. And you're going to go through a little tutorial. That's a graded tutorial. You earn 5 points. More importantly, you're going to get an understanding of Connect. So very important, okay? You're going to get all that done before Saturday. Don't wait until Saturday. Do it as soon as you can. Do it on the first day of class. Do it on the first day of the semester. Because what you want to do after that is you want to move on into these assignments. Now, these are regular chapter assignments, and they are links in pause that again will take you to connect. It'll be a little more seamless because you've done this tutorial and that set everything up when you made that connection. So what is this first assignment? Well, this is your book. This is your book. It's a smart book. You are learning smart. Isn't that clever? Tell you how the Learn Smart works. You've got to allow time. That's my word of caution. How does it work? Allow time. Because this is due Saturday, and notice I'm giving you until Wednesday, the night before our class, to complete this. You do not want to wait until Wednesday because this will take a little bit of time. Here's how it works. Let's say you click the link and it's going to open your book, and you're going to be like, wow, I get to read my book. But you also have to answer questions. Okay, so the questions is the assignment part of it. That's how you earn points. If you just read, you're not earning any points. Okay, so the question comes up, and let's say this question is about objective 1, and there's 15 objectives in the chapter. Then you're going to have to answer correctly 2 questions about that objective before the system says, she knows it, he knows it. Let's mark that as done. And you're going to see this little bar, these little bars across the top. When you answer that first question, it's going to fill that bar halfway. When you answer the second question correctly, it's going to fill up the bar, and that objective is done. Now, what if the question comes up and you say, I don't know the answer to that. I've read, but I don't get it. I don't understand what they're saying. This is exactly the time to have that experience, because they may be just saying it in a way that is throwing you off a little bit. Maybe there's going to be a link right there to say, I need help, read this. It's going to take you directly to the page, to the paragraph in the book with the answer. You're going to go, oh, okay, that's the answer. Then you go back to the question and you answer the question correctly. Why would you ever miss the question? I'm just teasing. You can still miss the question. Maybe because you really thought you knew the answer, or maybe because the way you read it was just not exactly right. It's going to tell you the answer. Okay, so now you have that experience. Oh, I get it now. I thought they were saying, but now I see. Okay, that's okay. You're going to get another question on that. So it's not a matter of missing a question and you just say, oh, okay, I'm going to take this point loss, but I'm not really learning anything. No, you are in that book and you get to go back to the book, and the links make it very easy to go back to the book so that you can read it, okay, so that you can get that answer. Some students like to read several pages and then answer questions. Some students just kind of do a brute force approach and say, here's the question, now let me read the answer. Okay, now I know that. Now let me go, and just keep going back and forth from the question to the book, from the question to the book. You're learning. Okay, this is a really effective tool to really drive and, I hate to use the phrase deep dive, but to deep dive into the learning, to drill down into that learning. So you'll learn a lot. Allow a little time for that, okay? So maybe, Thursday, or maybe even if you can prior to that, maybe you complete these first assignments. Then maybe Friday, you complete the tutorial. Well, or maybe you do the Learn Smart. Maybe you do that in one day. Maybe it takes you 2 days. That's fine. You can go in and out of it. Then the next day, Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, well in advance of Wednesday, because you don't want to run up against the due date. You don't want to have problems. You do the video quiz. Watch a video, answer some questions about the video. You don't get a perfect score the first time, take it again. You got 3 attempts. Only the highest grade is recorded. Then you continue on to the application activity. These are always different for each chapter. They might be drag and drop. They might be another type of video. There might be some kind of matching. So they vary a little bit, but I think you'll enjoy them, and I think the Learn Smart will give you a really good foundation. Okay, let's look at the second week. Well, we're moving into chapter 2. We pretty much cover a chapter a week. This chapter's on economics. Wow, have you ever thought about becoming an economist? Have you ever thought about the impact of economics on the corporate, if you want to go into private organizations, if you want to go into nonprofits, you have to be aware of all the economic factors that are out there. Well, that's what we're going to look at so that you get, some exposure to those concepts in this chapter. Well, by Saturday, here's that second attendance quiz. Easy peasy. You want those points. The link is in pause. Just click the link and pause. Then you're going to want to make time for those 3 required chapter assignments. But this time, let me scroll up a little bit. I see a 4th one. Bonus! Bonus! Look at that. Awesome, right? So now you have a bonus assignment, and you want to make time so you can earn those bonus points. I think you're going to like these challenge yourself assignments because they can challenge you. They're oftentimes simulators, and you can do them, multiple times, go in and out and say, this time I'm going to see if this is ethical or if that is, the right economic decision. And anyway, so I think you're going to enjoy that. It's a lot of fun. Look at week 3. Kind of starting to follow a pattern here. Now, this is the very last attendance quiz. Okay, so you want to make sure you get those easy peasy points by Saturday. You're going into global markets. This is really international business that we're talking about. So we've left economics. Now we're looking at international business. We're going to look at human resources. We're going to look at management. We're going to look at all kinds of chapters. Okay, I think you're going to enjoy it. And if you do not yet know, you say, I know I want to go into business. I don't know what I want to do in business. You're going to get to see a lot of that. And that may help you make a decision. What if you already know, I'm going to be an accountant. I already know I'm going into accounting. Okay, accountants have to work with international marketing managers. Accountants have to work with human resources. Accountants have to work with management and may actually be management over other accountants, right? These are all interrelated, but so you'll benefit from understanding how the organizations work. What is business? It encompasses a lot of areas. So you're going to get to see those. Every week we look at something, a different aspect of business. Look, another bonus opportunity. Now, as you look through each week, it may look a little repetitive, but don't be lulled into putting the schedule away. Keep this schedule handy. It's always available to you in pause so that you can open it and say, what are we doing this week? What's going on? What's due? Because you're going to see, oh, spring break is coming. What does that mean for our schedule? What kind of assignments are due? I need to plan ahead. As you start to plan ahead, you're going to say, look at that test that's coming, right? So this way you're going to be able to really keep these things mapped out, especially you have other responsibilities. You have other classes, you have jobs, you have families. I get it. This is going to help you to plan, okay? Keep looking forward. You'll see that assignments are going to reopen during certain dates. Chapter 1 through 6 assignments open again in March. This is the only time they reopen, okay? So you want to make sure if you've missed test 1 that you have this on your schedule if you didn't do well, right? When is spring break? What if spring break for you is a great time to work ahead? Well, what can you be working on? It's all mapped out here for you. Keep this handy.